Richie Richardson, the flamboyant batsman and captain of West Indies cricket. Richie Richardson is a former West Indies international cricketer and captain who played for the West Indies from 1983 to 1996. He was a flamboyant batsman and super player of fast bowling who scored over 5,000 runs in Test cricket and over 6,000 runs in one-day internationals. He was named, in 1992, one of Wisden's Cricketers of the Year. Richardson was famous for his wide-brimmed maroon sunhat, which he wore against even the fastest bowlers, though in his later career, he started wearing a helmet instead. Richardson also featured for Leeward Islands, Yorkshire, Northern Transvaal, and Windward Islands in his domestic career. After retiring from cricket, he became a match referee and an administrator. In this video, we will take a look at his life and career, and explore why he is regarded as one of the finest batsmen and captains of West Indies cricket. Early life and domestic career. Richie Richardson was born on 12 January 1962 in Five Islands village, Antigua. He grew up in a cricket-loving family and developed a passion for the game from a young age. He attended the Antigua Grammar School, where he excelled in cricket and football. He made his first-class debut for Leeward Islands in 1982, at the age of 20, and soon established himself as a reliable batsman. He also played for Scotland, Middlesex, and Western Province in his domestic career, and won several trophies and accolades. International debut and rise to fame. Richardson made his international debut for the West Indies in 1983 against India, in both Test and One-Day formats. He joined the successful West Indies Test team captained by Clive Lloyd, batting in the middle order. He impressed everyone with his batting skills and scored a half-century on his Test debut and a century on his ODI debut, which is still the second highest score by a debutant in ODI history. He was part of the West Indies team that won the 1983 World Cup and continued to perform consistently in the 1980s. He formed a deadly combination with Richie Richards, and they became the most prolific run scorers in Test cricket in the decade, with 3,608 runs in 50 innings, at an average of 72.16. They also shared 11 century partnerships and 14 half-century partnerships, and often gave the West Indies a commanding position. Peak years and records. Richardson reached the peak of his career in the late 1980s and early 1990s when he scored heavily in both Test and ODI cricket. He made his highest Test score of 194 against Australia at Perth in 1988, and also scored 182 against England at Bridgetown in 1990. He was particularly effective against Australia, and scored 6 centuries and 8 50s against them in Test cricket. He also scored 16 centuries and 44 50s in ODI cricket, and held the record for the most runs in ODI history until Sachin Tendulkar broke it in 1994. He also played in 4 World Cups, and scored 1,021 runs in 33 matches, with 1 century and 7 50s. He was the leading run scorer in the 1987 World Cup, with 471 runs in 7 matches, at an average of 58.87. Captaincy and achievements. Richardson was appointed as the captain of the West Indies team in 1991, after Richie Richards stepped down. He led the team in 24 Test matches and 87 ODI matches, and won 11 and 46 of them respectively. He was a respected and inspirational captain, who maintained the high standards and traditions of West Indies cricket. He led the team to a series win in England in 1991, and a draw in Australia in 1992-93. He also led the team to the final of the 1992 World Cup, where they lost to Pakistan by 22 runs. He was named as one of the Wisden Cricketers of the Year in 1992 and was awarded the Barbados Service Star in 1995. Retirement and legacy. Richardson played his last international match for the West Indies in 1996 against Australia in both Test and ODI formats. He scored a 50 in his last Test match and a century in his last ODI match and became one of the only three players to score 100 on both debut and farewell in ODI cricket, the others being Dennis Amiss and Desmond Haynes. He retired from all forms of cricket in 2001 and finished with 5,949 runs in 86 Test matches, at an average of 44.39, and 6,248 runs in 224 ODI matches, at an average of 33.41. He also took 1 wicket and 165 catches in his international career. He is widely regarded as one of the best batsmen and captains of all time, and one of the greatest players to represent the West Indies. He was inducted into the ICC Cricket Hall of Fame in 2019. Post-retirement and coaching career. After retiring from cricket, Richardson remained involved in the game as a coach and administrator. He coached the West Indies under-19 team, the United States national team, and the Ireland national team. He also served as the Director of Cricket for the Antigua and Barbuda Cricket Association and the manager of the West Indies senior team. He also worked as a commentator and analyst for various media outlets and shared his insights and opinions on the game. Personal life and family. Richardson is married to Tracy Richardson, and they have 2 daughters, Rachel and Richia. Rachel is also a cricketer and has played for the West Indies women's team. Richia is a singer and has performed at various events. Richardson is a devout Christian and has credited his faith for his success and happiness. He is also a philanthropist and has supported various causes and charities, such as the Richie Richardson Foundation, which aims to promote sports and education among the youth. Achievements and awards. Richardson has received many awards and honors for his achievements and contributions to cricket. Some of them are: Wisden Cricketer of the Year in 1992, ICC Cricket Hall of Fame in 2019, Barbados Service Star in 1995, Barbados Jubilee Honour in 2016, Barbados Independence Anniversary Honour in 2016, Honorary Doctor of Laws from the University of the West Indies in 2017, Knight Commander of the Order of the Nation in 2014. Trivia and fun facts. Here are some interesting facts and trivia about Richie Richardson. He is one of the few Test batsmen to have been dismissed obstructing the field, falling in this fashion against Pakistan in 1988. He is the only player to have scored over 100 runs in each innings of a Test match twice, against India in 1989 and against England in 1991. He is the only player to have scored a century in each innings of a Test match at Kensington Oval, against England in 1991. He is the only player to have scored a century in his first and last ODI match, against India in 1983 and against Australia in 1996. He is the only player to have scored over 400 runs in a single edition of the World Cup twice, in 1987 and 1992. He is the only player to have scored over 1,000 runs in a calendar year in ODI cricket 3 times, in 1987, 1988, and 1990. He is the only player to have scored over 150 runs in an ODI innings twice, against India in 1989 and against Sri Lanka in 1990. He is the only player to have scored over 50 runs in an ODI innings 44 times, the most by any player. Conclusion. We hope you enjoyed this video about Richie Richardson, the flamboyant batsman and captain of West Indies cricket. He was a phenomenal batsman, a respected captain, and a true legend of the game. He entertained millions of fans with his elegant and explosive batting, and inspired generations of cricketers with his passion and professionalism. He is a proud son of Antigua, and a great ambassador of West Indies cricket. We thank him for his service and achievements, and wish him all the best for his future endeavours. Dear viewers, we have tried our best to provide you an informative video. Please comment that how did you find this video, because your comments and opinion are very important to us. If you like the video, please subscribe our channel and give a thumb up so that you may be updated for our every effort regarding upcoming video. Take care of your good self.